Chapter 40. Shadows, Torovan. The palace steward reads the command I just drafted, squinting through his half-moon spectacles at the paper. His mouth is drawn tight, and he looks up at me, head tilted, sharp, gray-black brows drawn together. He doesn't ask if I'm sure, and maybe more people have guessed at the reason my father died than I've thought. "This is a good work, sire," he says quietly, "but it will leave everyone scrambling if you wish it to be today." I do. When I entered his office, he came around his desk, bowing deeply, as is proper. But now we stand close, both angled to see the paper in his hands. Carefully, he folds it again. Well, it's still morning, though not by much. But there's enough time, I think. I will see the council meeting is called. 4 turns after midday. Yes, thank you. I turn to go. Thank you, Your Majesty, from saving the palace from ruin. The day before, I stop and stare back at him. This old man who I've known all my life. I used to call him Mr. Sky when I was a child because he always looked straight up to think. His name, though, is Darren. He used to be Valtaire's father's secretary before he was promoted to be the palace steward, and by nature of the job, the kingdom's steward. I didn't save the palace, I say. That was the mage candidate. Yes, I believe the mage candidate Aelin is skilled. However, my reports say that he had sufficient help. Your Majesty, please use those same skills in the coming days. If you plan to see this through. He sniffs and nods at the paper again, now folded in his hand. I know what he's saying and what he won't say. I do know what danger I'm putting myself in, but I must. And maybe this meeting today will flush out the murderer, the assassin. Maybe I can end this, make my kingdom a safe and worthy place to marry my queen, to raise my heirs. I absolutely don't let myself think of Caleb, of what I asked him to be for me before I knew he was an illusion, of what I'm still thinking about, though I know I can't. I can't have a lover. I certainly can't have Caleb now. Or maybe it's a hollow hope that I or my family will ever be safe. But can I do anything other than be the king my father would have wanted me to be? I have to try. Even if I'm not adequate to the task, I still must try. And I do think of how I stood next to Caleb in the storm, lending him all the will and strength I could, and that made a difference. I had made a difference. The steward reaches up and pats me on the shoulder, like he used to do when I was a boy. It's not the same, not remotely the same, as how Master Aldrich treated me earlier today. This isn't demeaning, it's endearment. This man is warning me, but not discouraging me. And I smile, just a little. This is much, much better than the bow he gave me when I first entered. I clap his shoulder back.